Good morning. Welcome to the show. I'm Sean Murphy, and this is your mile to mile mountain mosey, where we walk through every new listing to hit the foothills market just west of the greater Denver metro area, talking about gawking at all the new homes in Bailey, Blackhawk, Conifer, Evergreen, Morrison, Kittredge, Idaho, some of Littleton, Idaho Springs, basically from Bailey to Netherland and everything in between. And oh boy, do we have a big list for you guys today. I see it chatting it up in the chat. Love to see it. Love the community. Rockawoo. We got GGB on here. We got Rick and Jackie, Jared and Mel. Where's our Texans? Oh, we got Christian White on here. There you go. Cool. Great to have you guys on here. If you are new, you're watching this, do likewise drop in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. This is fun. This is fun. We last week I told you we typically have a big dump of new homes to hit the market every first weekend of the month, but I was like, I felt like last week should have been a little bit less because of the holiday. Some people try to dodge Easter weekend to put their property on the market. So, but last week we still had 40. Yeah, yeah. I do enjoy this. Air quotes fun. I do enjoy this, but we're gonna figure something out because the size, the girth, the magnitude of the list this week. So last week it was 46 new homes, which is a lot. But I'd say that's a typical beginning of the month, like, size of list. That's typical in, like, past couple of years. But we have so much new inventory this year. I mean, we've been rocking 45 to 50 homes the past few months. So if you're a buyer, that's awesome. You got a lot of options. If you're a seller, you got a lot of competition. So you got to price it right, do it right. We have a list of 83 homes that hit the market. Let's get into it. Oh, what's up? Mortgage broker. If you guys want good memes and you want good mortgages, Nathaniel Einkorn, mortgage broker AF, is here for you. Make some friends, Nathaniel. We have Nathan. Make some friends because we got a bunch of people that are looking to make their move out here. 80s, 83 homes. So if I did this at the regular mosey pace, this is gonna take like 3.5, 4 hours. Can't do that. So we collectively need to come up with something that we do. One, I made up a couple rules. If you have terrible photos, if your house just sucks, I'm gonna blaze through it. If it's very uninspiring, then we'll pause. We'll take a little bit more time on a dope property. But gosh, 83, even with that, I might have to I'll give you the details and you guys could always jump on over to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, to look at them more in depth. But, I was thinking, like, if you look at the map here, do we take out, I don't get too many of you guys that are really looking like for that canyon life north of I-70 or Blackhawk. Do I take that out? But if you look at the map, there's actually not that many. I don't know if it's gonna do too much. So yeah, that's kind of like the north area. W- Suggestions would be great, but let's get into it. We're already at 8:30. So we're rocking, we're rolling. Leave comments. Let me know where you guys are watching from. If you have questions about moving to the mountain area, this is the time to do it. This is my sister channel. I'm going to be changing the name here soon. I'm going to do more, not only this live stream, but I'm going to do more kind of like resident specific stuff. So for like GG, if there's, new developments, things happening in Bailey or, down I-70, we got that big, project going on between Floyd Hill and Idaho Springs. That's going to take like 3 more years, but it's cool. Events like that, gondola going in Idaho Springs, any new thing with like the El Ranch Arrow, some like hyper local stuff, how it affects the neighborhood, how it affects your home prices if you're a current owner. So this channel is going to change a little bit to that. Still going to do the live streams because I think this is great for people looking to move to the area, get familiar with it. But I also know that there's some folks that live here that just like to see what's happening in the mountains. So this channel, the title will change. I'm thinking I wrote down a couple ideas. It's in my notepad upstairs. Wrote down a couple ideas. So the title will change on this, but this is like my small channel. The big channel is somewhere in Colorado because that's what we do. We help you find your somewhere in Colorado. But yeah, but great to have you guys on here. We'll be adding more to this channel. And with that, let's get rocking. Let's get rolling. What just happened to my list? Why did I just go to 63? Oh, because I'm not looking at the full. There we go. Boom. All right. 160,000. Is that what I saw? We got the bottom of the list is 160,000. We got, you can see in like Evergreen, got, kind of like that Evergreen price point. A lot of Evergreen, Indian Hills, Morrison, Conifer, that $1 million to 1.5 price point. Once you get over like 1.6 up here, that's really like the top 10% of the market. That's what we can consider luxury. So not too many. So we got a nice fat list of affordable homes for you. I know some people from Ohio and Alabama, they look at 600,000 and like, is that affordable? I'm like, for the mountains. All right, let's get going. But suggestions would be dope on how to make this more easy for. Might have to take an intermission in between. 3504 Hidden Wilderness Road. Looks like a summer cabin. Where are we at? Looks like maybe on Little Bear, up Little Bear Creek Road. No, Hidden Wilderness Road. Hidden, so hidden, I don't even know where this is at. Okay, so it is up Little Bear Creek. Kinda. But man, I haven't even gone up this road. So right by the hot springs in Idaho Springs, you bust a left, and this is I've never gone all the way back here. Looks like a fun drive. When you see roads like this, you're like, it's gonna be a good time. Switchbacky. 560 square feet. Looks like a summer cabin. Might not have, yeah, no cooling. It does have a septic tank. Does it have a well? Sometimes these are summer cabins that have like a holding tank for water, holding tank for septic. And if you don't have a well and septic, it's most mortgage lenders won't finance you for them. Cool. All right. Well, there's not much to it. Let's do it. Yeah, it's probably impassable in the winter, and it's on the north facing side of the hill there, so that's tough. They got water. Maybe they have a well. And I mean, 160,000. Little getaway. Cool. Need some love, don't we all? All right, that's it. 160,000 is the asking price. 1534 Roland Drive in Bailey. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,088 square feet for 375. All right. 1.1 acres must be back in, I don't know. I was gonna say Harris Park, but Roland. That's Berlin Ranchettes area. Backed by GGB. GG, we got to get on the calendar. People are dying for a Bailey video. We need it. So we'll collab. Cool. Yeah. So just past Pine Junction there. For 375, this seems decent. Square footage. Windows might be newer. Roof looks good. I mean, windows and roof right there. That's for a house with 375. You got windows, roof, and a solid foundation. And you got some good bones. I mean, I could live in this. This looks like a deal. Photography's not good, but cool. Yeah, you want a little fixer upper? There you go. Big unfinished basement. You can make that a walkout. You know, I consider I call everything, maybe I'm not correct, and this is why we need to do a video. Um I guess Gigi, you tell me. You guys consider this Rosalie? Is this really the Berlin Ranchettes proper area? I consider sometimes I encapsulate all of this, but would you not call this Roland Valley Road, Berlin Ranchettes? Where's the line at, Gigi? Is it Deer Creek? All right. But yeah, I mean 375, a little bit of a fixer upper. This is one of the ones I got to start writing down people's names, the clients to send this to. Let me get a fresh piece of paper here. That's also why I like to do this video, because I catch some of these new hot properties. The deck look newer too. Yeah, it's got a newer deck. This is a deal. Bailey, 375. Holler at your boy, 1534. Roland Drive looks like a deal. 10 Stewart Vista Court, Idaho Springs, probably St. Mary's area, I'm guessing. Open house 1 to 3, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,008 square feet. Yep, St. Mary's area, which means it's at like 10,000 feet elevation. So it's up there. High, man. Built in 2003. Yeah, just north of the St. Mary's neighborhood. The trail for St. Mary's is like right over here. So, yeah, you're probably 10,300 feet, but you got a couple little lakes. Anybody know how to say this? What? Quivera? Quivera? I might be too Ohio white to pronounce that correctly. But they're asking 425, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,008 square feet. Cool. Page 2. We've never had 3 pages before. Ever, ever. I've been doing this with 152 weeks since I started counting. I was doing this long before then. 83 homes is crazy. 139 Hayes Road, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,028 square feet. Nice metal roof. I like that already. Up in Bailey, access looks a little bit narrow and true. Oh, looks like you come in from the top here. Okay. Back in Harris Park, 1 acre in Harris Park. So you're about 20 minutes to get out to the Loaf and Jug. Built in 1996. Yeah, Harris Park, you typically don't have 1 acre, but this is at like the back corner of it. Looks like you're probably looking down on everybody. So if you're into that, who isn't? Here you go. It does say 1 acre, but it looks fairly unusable. And if you're not sure footed, you might want to put a slide in. I feel like this was listed last year. Yeah, because I feel like I remember all those cowboys and Indian shit too. Are kids even allowed to play cowboys and Indians? That's bullshit if they can't. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Gigi. Yeah, property looks good. 1 acre, a little further back there, but good views. Looks like you might be able to pull your whip down there too. 2 sheds. All right, cool. That looks solid. 139 Hayes Road, $449,500. 11826 Brook Road. This is Coal Creek Canyon, living that canyon life. 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 748 square feet. Built in 1964, 37,000 plus square foot lot. Cool. Yep. Coal Creek Canyon before you hit Wonder View. So your closest town's going to be Nederland. Just living that mountain life. Nice ranch style home. Easy live. I like a ranch style house. Putting up Christmas decorations, getting pine needles out of the gutters. Everything's easier with a ranch style. Cool. Looks good. Looks clean. Windows look new. I got new windows on Murphy Manor here. Super stoked about that. Well, I'm more stoked about the doors that are coming end of next month. But man, nice outdoor sitting area. Cool. Looks good. Solid. I like it. 475,000. 30675 Sun Creek Drive, Unit L. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,400 square feet. Looks like a townhome. A townhome. 365 monthly HOA fee. Built in 1985. Okay, so just off of Evergreen Parkway, easy in, easy out, kind of the Highwan area. Cool. Right across the street from Elk Meadow. Boom. I haven't been in these ones before. Let's check it out. Lower level, if I'm in a townhome, I need the upper level. Townhome condos. I like to suck in everyone's heat from their unit. And I don't like hearing people walk around upstairs. I want to be the annoying person upstairs. It looks clean, new carpet. Looks like they painted. Cool. Good size. Got a basement on that. All right. There you have it. Townhome. 495,000. Yeah, Highland Hills is a cool area. Evergreen's dope. There's a reason everyone likes Evergreen. I tell people, Estes Park and Evergreen, I think for a non resort mountain town close to the foothill, I mean close to the front range, have to beat. 55 West Crosscut. That's it, just West Crosscut. 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,300 square feet, open house today, 12 to 2. 1.2 acres, built in 1981. Cool. So back in the towards Harris Park, I think they call this like something Highlands. They don't like to be called Elk Creek Meadows. They don't like to be associated with Harris Park. Cool. All right. Exterior could use some love. Yeah, you see, if you don't paint your house and you don't seal your deck, you start to get this like warped rotting on the fascia here. So this needs some exterior love. Cool. Interior looks good. Flooring looks good. Who got a new deck? Oh, we're getting a new deck this one. So excited. Um, yeah, decks are a big expense. That's why I encourage, and that's why I call it out because I encourage people to stay on top of your deck. Treat it like interchangeable parts. Some parts are gonna wear out faster than others, especially if you have like a 2 or 3 story deck. It's a good idea to shovel that off. Trex is always the best option out here. Trex decking, but yeah, I mean, if you delay maintenance on your deck, it's just such a big expense. So typically, like looking under here, when I see a deck, this one looks pretty good here. When I'm looking at a deck, I'm looking at these anchor type things, support these like metal things to see if any of them are twisted, because sometimes the boards will start to twist and they won't be holding it right. Or I'm just looking for like rotting underneath. So this one looks pretty good. Just stay on top of it. If you just piecemeal the expense, replacing as needed, you'll avoid that big 30, 50, $60,000 expense. Cool. 500,000 for this one here. You know we're adults when I'm like windows, I'm getting new doors. Gigi's like, I'm getting a new deck, and we're all like, yeah, hell yeah, brother. 53 Wallen's Place, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,279 square feet, 1.07 acres, built in 1963. Cool. So up past Dory Lakes, past Missouri Lakes on 119, heading up to Rolandsville. So right between Blackhawk, Central City. Living that mountain life, but you're not too far off of 119, which is cool. It looks like you have the creek right there at your property. Getting a waterfront property in Colorado is tough to come by. Nice metal roof. I like the entryway. I like the landscaping. I like the aspen trees. Detached garage, little she shed, he shed, whatever you want shed. It gets to be whatever the hell you want if you buy it. So you're going with mahogany and wood. So you're going wood, and nothing wrong with wood. I think wood looks great. You just got to stay on top of it more, right? And I say it all the time, but what happens with the wood if it's not sealed is, we get our snow, but then the sun is so fierce out here that the sun will melt the snow right away. So if you have a deck and snow gets on it, it's going to absorb into the wood, and then it's so dry here, and the sun's going to make it evaporate very quickly. So it's just going to just cause that wood to shrink and expand, and it'll go a lot faster. Cool. Looks like a steep ass road getting down here. And that looks typically it's hard to tell from photos if something is steep. That looks steep as hell right there. Cool. Looks like a chill spot though. I dig it. 53 Wallens Place, 529,000. Ooh, exotic woods. Okay. All right. Good to know. 355 TXS Drive. TXS Christian Alley. Here you go. 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,440 square feet. 21,000 plus square foot lot. I hate what they do. Just tell me what the acreage would be. Built in 1972. Up in the St. Mary's area, okay, TXS Drive. I don't think Texas Drive is too far up there. I think one more further up is yeah, Texas not bad. Texas easy to get into right off Fall River Road. Once you get up to like Nebraska and Lincoln, that's when they don't there's not that many houses on those roads. So maintenance to those roads is like real hit or miss sometimes in the winter. And then these are little switchbackies. And then you get the glory hole right there. Looks sturdy. That's a nice house. That's a good spread. Nice deck. I like the moss rock. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah. That cat is pissed. I've been here 18 years now. I've never seen a mountain lion, and I am okay about with that. That's what scares me. The good thing about a mountain lion, I guess, is that they're gonna just go for your neck and try to take you out, kill you quick. I mean, that's a plus. But like a bear would just hold you down and just start taking pieces out of you. So choose your adventure. Cool. This looks good. Looks solid. Again, St. Mary's just a little bit different lifestyle up there. You're 20 minutes to get 15, 20 minutes to get back out. Closest town is Idaho Springs. Got that new gondola coming in at Idaho Springs. That's supposed to open end of this month, which is cool. Anybody heard of that? Guys, anybody got plans? Go check that out. I am for sure. I'm on the list. I'm trying to like act like I'm some type of influencer to see if I can get like one of the first access. I'm like, I'll make a video. I've got, you know, tens of people that watch me. 535,000 for TXS Drive. 13475 Shiloh Road. 2 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, 1,026 square feet. Open house today, 12 to 2. 1.23 acres, built in 2000. All right. You're pretty far back there, so you're probably at least 10 minutes to get back out to 285. But the Richmond Hill corridor, some of these houses have tremendous views. I had some clients out with me looking at Evergreen, and they're like, "Does Conifer have good views like this?" I'm like, "Yeah, Conifer sometimes has better views." I like the mountain vista view from like Foxton, Richmond Hill corridor. You're going over the hill to Bailey. Like that range, I think is cooler. Cool. All right, looks nice. Traditional home, good space, good rooms. Give me that view. Cool, like this here. You could see some looks like they had some rotting and they reinforced some of those boards there. That's one way to do it. And not really the view I thought you're gonna get, but it's all right. That's dope. But that's from the road. I don't think that's from their house. All right, cool. 550,000 is the asking price. 119 Wakey Way, whatever you want. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,944 square feet. Built in 1998, sitting on a 37,000 plus square foot lot. Cool. This is definitely in the ranchettes. There you go, Berlin Ranchettes, just across the street from the Loaf and Jug, just down the way from your Happy Camper Cannabis man. And I was down in Bailey for my open house. My listing is right here. I'll take a look at my listing. Pine Hollow, John Murphy's listing that received an offer in its first week. There you go. There's my listing there. There you go. So just down the road from Bailey here too. I didn't think that Bailey had a good coffee shop, and they told me there's one that I should check out. I think they said it's kind of over in this plaza here. Is that the name? Waukee Quakey? Oh, you're telling me the name of this. Okay. Tell me the coffee shop over here, Gigi. It's a good coffee shop. There's that winery right here. This winery is probably the best place to go in Bailey for some grub. And then there's that new restaurant brewery, I think by the Ace, called Two Dads. Haven't done that one yet. And then they have, I think it was called the Smiling Pig right here restaurant that closed. And then now it's a Mexican restaurant. Have you gone to that one yet, Gigi? Casa Sanchez, is that the new restaurant? Cool, there you go. That's a good view of Berlin Ranchettes. That's kind of what you get. A little bit of meadowy. You can typically see your neighbor. In some instances, you're not going to get the walk around your house in front of your windows naked comfort. I mean, unless you're voyeuristic, you could do whatever. The Smiling Pig, I think it was called before. That place, I mean, I would go in there to get some work done, to write an offer, and to have a bite to eat, and I'd just be sitting there at the bar top, like, 10 minutes before anyone would serve me. It was just like the service there was rough. I like this nice big open floor plan. Alright, this is nice for Berlin Ranchettes. I like the vibe. Totally. You got a pantry, flat usable land, deck looks good too. Yeah, this one's sweet. Service, thank you for backing me up on that. Service was terrible. This is cool. Decent sized bedrooms. All right, I like this one. And you're not too far off of 285. Two-car garage. Look at that deck. This is good. I dig it. 550. This one's sweet. 20 Long Ridge Drive. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,282 square feet. Back in Bailey. Open house today, 12 to 2. Built in 1973, 1.09 acre lot. Cool. All right. The east side of the ranch sets. Cool. All right. Nice. All right. I like all the big windows. Um, say the house looks like it's been painted. The deck looks like they didn't paint it. I don't mind these long like hallways like this. I think to make this a little more modern, they should do some different rails, but it's always kind of a vibe, that little catwalk there. And that do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Cool. Yeah, it looks solid. How about that office slash closet thing? Cool. Little walkout. All right. All right. I see you. I see you. 565. Also at 565. All this one's in Conifer, Shadow Mountain area, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,943 square feet. After this, I'm gonna go run upstairs. D'Artagnan keeps wanting to go outside, but I can't let him out the back door because my gate broke during those high winds. And he's an old man. He's just gonna wander. Built in 1964, 38,000 plus square foot lot. So Shadow Mountain is Black Mountain, back where Evergreen and Conifer kiss. So you're kind of the back of it. So choose your adventure. You can go north on Brook Forest to get to Evergreen, or south on Shadow Mountain to get to Aspen Park. Probably live in that like 285 commute. Shadow Mountain is beautiful. A little more wooded back there. This looks good. Nice roof. Exterior looks painted. So it's pretty thick with trees, but these guys look like they've done a great job with mitigation, and they have that metal roof, which will help. All right. I don't love the cabinets. I think it's just the color though. They look like plastic from China. Cool. Windows look good. All right. Not sure where we're flowing to. All right. Some fun, funky colors. Cool. All right. It's interesting. I feel like you got to get in there to see it, but I mean, deck and exterior look great, and the hot tub. I like the hot tub sunken too, because that you don't have to like hop in, hop out, and in the winter when it's icy, you don't have to worry about hopping out and busting your ass. And a separate little studio. Yeah, all right. Does it have a bathroom? I didn't look at it. All these studios, if they don't have a bathroom, I was like, can't like have a guest stay in there overnight and stuff. Unless they just gotta pee outside. Go open house 11 to 1 tomorrow. 565 is the asking price. Yeah, I'm gonna let D'Artagnan outside real quick. I'll pull up this next ranch style living over in Evergreen. Evergreen Heights. Be right back. All right. I'm babysitting a dog too, and he likes to act like he's king of the castle and bark at other dogs and people walking by. So if I have to scoot really fast, it's because he's losing his mind. 30143 Lee Road. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,451 square feet. Smaller lot, 19,000, almost 20,000 square feet. Built in 1962. I'm guessing this is by the high school. No, no, I'm wrong. Okay. So past, yeah, it's kind of by the high school. Past the high school, break a left, break a south on South Hatch Drive. So right before you get to Three Sisters, I like this area. There's not really people commuting through here to get anywhere. You will hit some of that high school traffic. The high school's right here. But I mean, all the mountain biking, hiking, everything like that, they're redoing the whole parking lot over here for Three Sisters, making it bigger because a lot of people are parking along the road. But you got, um, yeah, if you're into mountain biking, this is a really good spot. There's the other smaller parking lot there. And if you want a really nice drive that not many people take, just go down Buffalo Park Road. It'll wrap around to Snowshoe, and then you'll come down Columbine and hit Brook Forest. Oh, I still got that banner going. Mm-mm-mm. There we go. All right, carpet looks a little rough. It looks like a house that's been lived in, loved, and they're just ready to move on, which typically means someone loved this area. They lived here for a long time, didn't want to move, but maybe it was just time. This is a good example of how we do our windows. This window was probably super old, got replaced, but not this one here. Just like my house, I replaced like 7 windows. When I moved in, there were like half of them were done. Usually it's like the west facing windows that get hit first because they catch all the wind. All right. It's a fixer upper. I'm gonna move through this one quick. Check it out on my website if you want to see more. Little unique how it's split like that, but it's a good location. 570 for Lee Road. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, we got a little A-frame with the booty on the back. I like these A-frames with the booties. I think they look cool. Because the a regular A-frame, to me, it's like I like the idea, but it's just like a little bit spaces are a little too wonky. The upstairs where they typically would put the primary, it's like slanted. You're walking like this all the time. So I like when they put a booty on the back. I'm a butt guy, so maybe that's has something to do with it too. 509 Pyute Road, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,459 square feet. Built in 1963, sitting on 1 acre. Pyute. All right, Forest Estates area. So a little bit higher elevation in Clear Creek County. You're kind of at the back of Evergreen and Conifer, so you could take Black Mountain, Shadow Mountain Road to go over to Aspen Park, or go over to the lake at Brook Forest. There are a couple parts of this access here that are a little bit wily. So all-wheel drive for sure. Four-wheel drive would make you more comfortable, but there'll probably be a couple days that it might be a little bit tricky on that getting in and out. I mean, getting out is easy because you're going downhill, but getting in, cute though. Oh yeah, that's a good position for that house. Cabin rents must be paid in advance. Cabin, sweet cabin. Y'all, so the Norman's Mountain Home EST 2016. Well, they got some equity in this place. I have to read signs. I don't know if you guys are new to this, but I have to read signs. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So go on. So get on your way. All right. Kill a little gas fireplace with the view. Do like the way they positioned. Yeah, good usable. This is a nice forest estates property. Some of them could feel a little congested, a little bit tight up there. And you could see what I was talking about. It's thick, like this Black Mountain, Shadow Mountain. The trees are really dense up there. So back here they did good mitigation, but I mean, in reality, if all these trees go, the heat and the embers are gonna be flying around like crazy. So it's an area that's a little bit you gotta make several more calls to find an insurance provider. Cool, I mean, that's dope. Cool, I wanna see see how close they are to neighbors. If I don't move this video along faster, I'm gonna be here all day. I just like looking at these houses with you guys. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, nobody too close to you. Looks like you really only got one person right by you. Cool. That's cool. I like it. Check it out. 575. If I was in the market still, I probably would have bought that. It's nicer and cheaper than what I bought here. 150 Cedar Road, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,305 square feet. It looks bigger than that. Nice metal roof. Open house today, 11 to 2. I'm going to go through this one quick. I'm going to try to keep a pace here. 1 acre lot built in 1979. Also, same area. Also, Forest Estates. Usable acreage. I just feel like if I go too fast through these, I'm gonna lose you guys. Because like as it like refreshes on the screen, like do you guys have time to see this? I'm really looking for recommendations on what to do because I love doing this video, but it is like playoff season for real estate. I'm in Q2, Q3 of the year. That's like my we got to make some money. So I mean, I was up till 1:30 last night writing provisions and reviewing contracts for my agents. 575 for Cedar Road. And yeah, some format of this needs to be edited because especially on a Saturday. That's why I start at 8 because Saturdays get busy, but 3 hours, even 2.5. 2 hours I can handle, 1.5 hour would be great, but I haven't done a 1.5 hour video, I don't think yet this year. So give me ideas. Help me out, my people. 120 Blue Spruce Road, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,483 square feet. You guys are probably saying maybe if you just shut up, Sean, and just talk about the houses and stop going on side quests or start at 8 o'clock. Fair, 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 fair. Now that we got those options out of the way, what else? What other ideas? I built 2003, 32,000 square foot plus lot. All right, so just past Dory Lakes, just past Missouri Lakes, living that mountain life. And when I say like that mountain life, I just mean like you're not too close to any one town. So you're 15, 20 minutes to get to most things. And to get down the hill, you're I mean, you're going through the canyon, so it just takes longer, windier. Help me, Gigi, help me. All right. That's cute. Good shape. That is an idea. I was thinking like, do I maybe I split the video in half? Maybe I go well, because like luxury is different in each area. For Bailey, like the listing I had at 925,000, that is technically luxury for Bailey. I think Bailey luxury in luxury I consider the top 10% of pricing for the area. So Bailey luxury is like I think it was like 865,000 plus last year, which I mean that's just like average. I mean that's not even the average in Evergreen. So Evergreen is more like 1.6, which is crazy. But maybe I do. That's a good idea. Maybe I split it up. Maybe I just do a luxury video quickly on Sunday, but then I'm committing to two different mornings. Three bedroom, three bathroom, 3,483 square feet, 120 Blue Spruce Road. We're asking 590,000 people. But oh, that was Rick's idea. Sorry, Rick. Um, oh no, more ideas. And skip the very bottom of the list, maybe, or do every third on a big list. All right. So I'm getting the vibe that you guys are like 500 to 800,000. Take my time. Maybe after a million. Okay, all right. See, now we're getting conflicting ideas. All right, 261 Mount Bailey Drive over in Bailey. Three bedroom, two bathroom, 1,958 square feet. Built in 2000, 4,300 square foot or 43,000 plus square foot lot. Berlin Ranch Etz area. Cool. Looks nice. Got a nice little view there. Generac generator outside. Nice. Anybody else have something like this? I have something like this at my house. I gotta go let this dog in 1 second. Yeah. All right, I'm back. I had to blow my. All right. Sorry about that. This dog is so funny. He acts fierce. He acts like a guard dog, but he's like a scaredy cat. I'm like, Luca, get inside. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He runs away. I'm like, anyways. Uh oh, and I forgot to grab my little sign. Anyways, anybody have something like this for their house? I do. It's cute. Okay. I think what Rick is saying, like the shit boxes, like those ones, maybe we could skip those ones that like don't have well and septic and stuff like that. But I do like to do the luxury ones. One, because they're dope houses, and two, I mean, I love you guys, and I say I sell cabins to castles, but let's get some people holding the bag on the video. Let's get some ballers in here, 600,000 solid house. 305 Geneva's Way. Man, if you're like that 500 to 700,000, we got a bunch coming up. This can't be right. It says one bedroom, one and a half bath. I think this is inaccurate. And maybe if the homes.com also doesn't show unfinished square footage, so I feel like it's bigger. Yeah, unfinished walkout basement. There you go. So it's probably 22 2,240 square feet. Built in 2006, 36,000 plus square foot lot. It looks like we're just past Dory Lakes here. Oh no, we're good ways. We're almost to Rollinsville here. Yeah, we're pretty much at Rollinsville. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you guys. I just like to talk too much. All right, good views. All right. Cool. I like the tongue and groove. It looks like a lot of wood, but once you put furniture and stuff there, it'll tone that down. Cool. That fridge positioned is not ideal, but it's okay. It's okay. I know I like the rich ones. I used to funny story because I'm a poor white from Ohio. I I was super nervous when I started getting like a luxury. I remember I got a $1.1 million lead back in the day, back in Cherry Creek, and I gave it to this other agent on my team. 619,000 for Geneva's Way. I gave it to another agent on my team because I'm like, I don't know how to talk to rich people. Like they're gonna see through me. They're gonna smell the poor on me. And that was actually a good moment. Because like after reflecting on that, I'm like, one, that was like you got the ball at the end of the game, and they're like, shoot it. And then you like passed it. That was lame. That was a weak moment for me. But then like dealing with luxury clients, some people just got money. Some people have monies in weird ways. Some people have money in from working hard. And there are some very pinky up wealthy people, but there's also just like some really dope down to earth people with good money. Sometimes from working hard, sometimes they got it. But 26885 Mountain Park Road, one bedroom, two bathroom, 1,470 square feet. Open house 10 to 12. Built in 1929. Oh, she's old. Mountain Park Road. Oh, Mountain Park Road. Okay. Like one of the original homesteads here. So you're back up behind the lake there. You could come down this road right here, Mountain Park Road, which will Mountain Park into Independence Trail. This will put you out right by Murphy's at the end of the town there, or like a less treacherous way in the winter would be coming down Mountain Park Road to Little Cub. Choose your adventure. Oh, single wide, yeah. Yeah, my grandma is from Negley, which is Negley, Ohio, which is right by East Palestine, where that train was blown up, that chemical train a couple years ago. She's a couple miles from that. And it's kind of like West Virginia, PA, Ohio, but it's definitely like a lot of trailers, a lot of low income. You get some good people, you get some trash, but I like that. I got a little Youngstown City in me. I got a little East Palestine, which is a little bit. I say white trash with endearment, but my grandma doesn't like me saying that. We're a little bit white trash, grandma. It's fun in a good way. In a good way. Cool. All right, this is clean. I'm gonna roll through this one. Nice, traditional, clean. I like the exterior. Typically up there, you like parking can be a little bit tougher, and you usually do get some dope views. This one really doesn't have it as much. 121 Iris Drive, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,386 square feet. Built in 1985, sitting on 29,000 plus square foot lot. Where we at? All right, so just off of Deer Creek, um, not too far. I think this, what do they call this? Friendly Hills or something like that. Friendly something neighborhood. See if I can find it. Friendship Ranch is what it's called. Yeah. This is cool. It's pellet stove. I like that ceiling in the kitchen there. Cool. I dig this vibe. One time I had a client, I was bringing him out here. It really like nice down to earth. One of the wealthy people that was really chill and down to earth. But he came out looking for like 800,000, and we're like looking at 800,000. He's like, show me one at like 1.5. And I did. He's like, all right, we're gonna probably have to spend 1.5. I'm like, oh, you have the 1.5. And later on he told me, he's like, yeah, my wife inherited a lot of money and we need to do something with it. So we need to buy something. And we thought we were gonna just spend like 800 something, but we have enough. And for what we need, we're gonna need to spend 1.5. I'm like, that's a great problem to have. I can help you do that. All right, Iris Drive, nice, cute, big open floor plan, good nature windows. Coming at you 635. 635's. I mean, 500 is 600 price point. Crazy. We're an hour in and we're still only at 650. 67. Hold up. Hey, hold up street. 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,184 square feet. 4.56 acre lot. There we go. Built in 1976. Hold up. This is back on Deer Creek Road with all the cool names: Desperado, Tin Cup, Hangman's, Vigilante, Gunsmoke. And at the end of the community here, at the end of it, looks like you got your own little road there. Hey, you got one neighbor there. Cool. All right, I like it. Yeah, and a lot of these have like 3 to 6 acres back in here, and you're kind of back to the national forest, which is dope. 650 too. 650 for 4 acres, and it's not that far off of 285. 650. Uh, I like the space. I don't like the colors. The furniture is too big. This carpet is bleeding in with the fireplace. I don't have great interior design, but I know what's not it. This is a good space. They're not using it well. Rolls out to the deck. Yeah, I mean, good bones, good location, 4+ acres. Cool. Nice. All right, rooms are a little bit smaller. What does this loft even go to? It looks so low. It looks like a little cat. It looks like a cat perch. There's a little bed up there. This is probably the guy that's gonna plow your road. Old man and a tractor. Oh wait, no tractor. It would be plow. But there's typically somebody on your hill that if you don't want to plow your driveway, they'll come take care of it for you. Look at that. Look at that spread. That's a good spread. I feel like this was for sale last year too. Getting a lot of yeah, because I remember this area here. Getting a lot of repeat offenders. 650, 4 acres. Also 650. 34978 Forest Estates Road. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,376 square feet. Mm, Built 1972, 30,000 plus square foot lot. I'm just not even going to say. I guess I should tell you guys the acreage. Just tell me the acreage. 0.25 acres, zero point 0.5 acres. All right, so back and forth to states again. We talked a little bit about this area here. Very similar location to the last one, kind of on your way out there. And this one's actually not too bad because I think this Aspen Way is where it gets it's a quick turn and it's steep. So you're kind of right before. This is easy driving for Forest Estates. Nope, no problem. Cool. Deck looks good. House looks painted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You out? See you, Jared. Weekend chores. Good having you guys on. I got a Kittredge video. I think I put up one of the Kittredge videos. I got another Kittredge video coming at you. Coming at you. We got Kittredge. I got a video on the other channel about buying an Evergreen 2026. We got some more like South Aurora because I have an agent down in that way. Concrete counters. I have concrete counters. I dig them. You don't see them that often. I like the colors that they use. I'm feeling this. Cool. Usable acreage. And you don't have anybody facing that way because you're kind of on the bend there. Yeah, this is good. Nice walkout. Yeah, come get this one. This is just far enough away that you don't feel like you're in town. You feel like you're in the mountains, but it's not too wily. Easy in, easy out. That Brook Forest Road is like one of the main corridors, so the county does a great job maintaining it. Cool. That's a good spread. I dig it. 650. I'm gonna get it. Got some deals. This one, I don't know why this is back on the market. I sold this one. Let's see if you can see the historical. Look, I sold this one like last year. Look how beat up this thing was. Rough. Like didn't have the electrical connected to the house. It was crazy. I'll show you that just so you can see what they did with the place. They did a pretty good job. They made it a little too mountain modern for me, but I mean you can't even recognize it. Yeah. Oh, we got a newbie walking with Mr. Dottie. Are you Mr. Dottie, or you just walk with them? Yeah, it's amazing what a flipper can do. Yeah, because this thing was real bad, but and this is on Little Cup Creek Road, which is um, kind of the back way behind Idaho Springs, heading up to 103, which is like by Echo Hills. But yeah, a lot of cleanup. I mean, it looks good. 660 is what they're asking. I think I sold it for like 225. Oh, I was gonna show you where it's at. So yeah, it's up Little Bear Creek, which connects you to Idaho Springs. So it's switchbacky right here, but it is south facing, so it does catch sunshine. So it's not too treacherous in the winter. And the other way to get out is 103, probably 25 minutes on 103 to get out to Evergreen. Nice and quiet back there though. 660. Well, welcome, Mr. Dottie. Where are you from? Kings Valley, 29821 Kings Valley East. Two bedroom, two and a half bath, 2,458 square feet, sitting on a 5.1 acre lot. But this is Kings Valley, Conifer Mountain. So it's typically fairly sloped, like Floyd Hill area in Evergreen. Built in 1982. Oh, interesting. I do a lot of see a lot of homes on this part of Kings Valley. Not too much on this little annex here. Let's see what the elevation is. I'm guessing. Whoa, what I do? I'm guessing 8,700. Oh, what happened? All right, let me grab the right tool. Every time I every time I clear my cache, it screws everything up. There we go. I said 87. That would probably win me a Price is Right showdown. All right, two bedroom, two and a half bathroom, 2,458 square feet, good size, 5.1 acres, built in 1982. I already said all of this. All right, looks like a little deferred maintenance already. Yup. But almost, I think it was 2,500 square feet. That's pretty good. They even got the cascade for you there to get to work. This is so funny to me. Like, you're a photographer or you're the agent. Like, could we take a second to move the cascade? Blows my mind. There's a lot of levels to this business. All right, this is kind of interesting. I don't really understand what's going on up top here. All right, you get a lot of sun over there. It's south facing. So shades are nice. I don't know about those shades, but that's the nice thing about Kings Valley. In the winter, you get a lot of passive solar heat, help you save on those bills. This is disgusting. Okay, there's a deck that hasn't been sealed probably ever. The thing's just got to go. Oh, but there's your views. You got a little Nice little spot with some views. There you go. Who wants to fix her up? It's so this feels like flipper territory, but I think it's a little bit too pricey for flipper. Pretty much every surface besides the ceiling needs touched. All right, there you go. 675. Who wants it? Southern Indiana. Nice. What's Southern Indiana? I really only know like Terre Haute, but that's like central, right? Along I-80. What the hell just happened? There we go. All right. 79 Beaver Drive over in Idaho Springs, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,860 square feet. Look at that. That's a good little photo. You want privacy? Whoop, there it is. Got it. Built in 2020. All right, she knew. She knew. There you go. 15,000 plus square foot lot. All right, cool. So this is St. Mary's area. So again, you're at like 10,000 feet of elevation. So you're higher up there. It does look like you have good privacy, but there are like lots behind. There's typically like two sides of this street. So I don't think your lot goes all the way through. I think you just have this little section, which means you're likely going to have neighbors at some point. A lot of St. Mary's is getting slowly developed, and what people are waiting on is it's a municipal water. So, like as soon as the water line shot down Beaver Road, houses started popping up because people could just tap into it. But you'll see some roads like Aspen Road here. The water is basically running to this house. This is the last house. So anybody that want to develop and like build over here, you got to pay for that line to go in, which is I mean probably like 150,000 just to get it from here to here. So that's what's going on up there. So I'm just saying you probably won't have that much privacy and seclusion for the next maybe for the next 5 years. But eventually someone's probably going to build there. But this is nice. A lot of second homes back in here. Rentals. Clear Creek is a little bit more chill about rentals. Clear Clear Creek County. Mr. Dottie, how'd you find us? Have you been watching and just being a quiet observer forever? Or did you just find us? This little crew in the corner of the internet just talking and gawking. Cool. Yeah, nice primary. Looks like a well done house. Built in 2020. Yeah, that's a good sign that this is a rental. Both of these, one that is a literal sign, and then this makeup thing. I always see those at the short-term rentals. Nice big garage too. You typically don't see awesome garages like that up there. Cool. I dig it. I like it. Just needs a hot tub. 675 seems like a good price. 253 Old Dory Hill Road. 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,350 square feet. It's Tony Thorpe, so you know it's in Blackhawk or Central City. He's got a cool, like, I think he's Australian. He's got a good accent. I might be completely wrong. It might be British, and I'm just an idiot, but he's got a cool accent. 1.93 acres. Cool. So Dory Hill is not too far, just past um, Missouri Lakes, right before Dory Lakes. Doesn't look like you're exactly in that community. But you come back 46, hitting it on the back end there, which is nice because these are two well-maintained county roads. All right, looks good. Like I said, 2 acres. That's a good spread. I don't love this 3 door. You got 3 doors, one for the lock, one for the load, one for the teenager to sneak out of the house. Nice. Cool. Well, thanks for speaking up, Mr. Dottie. Welcome to the crew. We got some good people in here. All right, looks good. Nice traditional house. I'm gonna move a little bit fast to this one. Nice, clean, well maintained, traditional. The ideas that you guys gave me for trying to make this video shorter were kind of conflicting because I like looking. I'm not gonna cut out the expensive homes. One, I like to look at them. Two, I want to appeal to the ballers. So 695 for 253 Old Dory Hill. And cutting out the lower priced one, maybe we could do that, but I feel like that's early in the video to just be like jumping ahead to like new people watching. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. 129 Martin Drive. I feel like this was listed before too. 4 bedroom, 1 bathroom. That's rough. Only 1 bathroom for 4 bedrooms. Is that right? All right, we're gonna look for another bathroom. Hopefully that's a typo. 4 bedroom house, 1 bathroom. That's gonna hurt your buyer pool there. Built in 1995, 1.22 acres. We are Echo Hills area. So let's play the game. I'm gonna guess Echo Hills. You're at 9,300 feet of elevation. Martin, Price is Right. Showdown. I'm winning right there. Uh, uh, uh. All right, deck needs some work. Siding looks good. Kind of closed off. They got a lot of furniture in there. Look past all the furniture. Where do you put your TV? Everything's at an angle. I guess that's workable. It's a little unique. Paint looks good. Carpet looks decent. Explore, dream, discover. Cool. Decks look good. I mean, the underneath the deck look good. I know the top part, but like this looks relatively new. I don't know if that's exactly how you're supposed to do that side post, but we have these things inspected, and my mountain inspectors are awesome. Cool. All right. I mean, I mean, that's Evergreen, but that's like 25 minutes away from this listing. Don't be fooled. 699 for Martin Drive. Did we only see 1 bathroom? There's 1 bathroom. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. 4 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Mm-mm-mm. 28 Red Lily Place, open house today, 10 to 2. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,800 square feet. Looking for my chaps, or not my chapstick, my eye drops. Um, Built in 1953. She's old. 28,000 plus square foot lot. There you go. Two things you'll realize you need when you come out here. Maybe not eye drops. Maybe not everybody eye drops, but chapstick. I mean, I got one, two, three. I've got four chapsticks within reach right now. Always have it on you. It's important. All right, so Upper Bear Creek. So the Glen, just past the Glen Erie area here. So it's probably like 10 to 12 minutes to get back out to Evergreen Lake, but you're usually going to probably take Witter Gulch to Stagecoach. It's a little bit more direct to get out, but this Upper Bear Creek, I call it like the Beverly Hills of. Let's see if I can get lucky. Just drop it on. Oh no! All right, that's not what we're doing. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! All right, well that didn't work. Really nice houses back up in here. Can get a little steep at some parts over here, so this is a good one just to drive by, see if you like it. Yeah, we got the little hearts. So cute. Roof looks like it could use some love. What were they asking for this? 1,800 square feet. Does not look that big. All right, all right. I like all the wood. Bay window to sit with your bay. You might be electric heat on this. It's got. Hey Scott, what time do you think the fights are going to end today? One of the guys from my jujitsu gym, a young go hard, Seth, last name Seth Trebleson. He's fighting an MMA fight down in Aurora, which is dope. So I'm going to go down there. Cool. This looks good. I mean, it looks like I like a house like this that, it's not perfect. There's some things that you could update, but you could do it over time. You could walk in and live in it and then make the updates, piecemeal it. That's a good backyard. Hot tub. All right, all right. Cool. All right. And it doesn't look like it's so that's Little Bear Creek Road right there. So you're not too far off and you're not like way up. Some of these can get like way up on the hill and it's north facing on this side, so it can get sketched, but this one not bad at all. 700,000. 829 County Road 72. Open house 1 to 3. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. 2,385 square feet. Built 2015, 30,000 plus square foot lot. Where are we? All right, just off 285. Berlin Ranchettes, backed by GGB. Represent, represent. Gigi, you working tomorrow, girl? I got an open house. Even though my listing over there is probably going to go under contract today, they asked me to still run the open house tomorrow. So yeah, if you're going to be at work, I'm gonna stop in and say what's up. Nice blacktop driveway. Cool. Very like red orange. That's a good view. What else you guys got going? Anybody watching Love on the Spectrum? It is my favorite show in the world. It's like how some girls are to The Bachelorette. I'm like, that's trash. Watch Love on the Spectrum. without the drama. It's just adorable. Makes you appreciate, what you have, and they make love simple. We overcomplicate it. But I love when my friends getting onto Love of the Spectrum. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in. Let's talk about it. First season of Mr. A Plus, if anybody knows him, that was my boy. And then Tanner, like Tanner. Cool. All right, nice traditional house, split level, not my favorite. Cool. 700,000. Oh, you've been watching for a while? Oh, no, I just saw your comment, Mr. Dottie. Been watching for a while. I thought you were on my Love on the Spectrum talk. I got excited. Four Gap Road, back in Blackhawk, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,784 square feet, 1.76 acres, built in 2001. Looks like we got an original homestead on there, though. Yeah, that looks like it was the original homestead right by the road, and then they built the house. This was listed last year, too. Split level, not my fave. Kitchen's nice. Looks about 15 to 20 years old. Nice. Um, my open house is what, 1 to 5, I think I set it up for. So maybe I'll stop in before or after. Do you have lunch? Do you like take lunch at noon? I could try to get over there early. And it'd probably have to be like 11. I'd take you over to lunch at Crossroads. We could talk about making the Bailey video if you're down. I mean, or I could do like probably I'd be getting out of there probably 5:30, 5:45 coming back out of there. Totally up to you. No pressure. Or I could just stop in and say what's up. Four Gap Road. There you go. It's fine. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,784 square feet. It's fine. 700,000. 719,000. Look at this long ranch style living. Did I look at this house? No, this is golden. 166 Hummingbird Lane. Open house today, right now. The open house started 21 seconds ago till noon. Come and get it. 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,000 square feet, 1.3 acres, built in 1987. Living that canyon life, Cold Creek Canyon. Yeah, you're kind of in the middle of it. Closest town is Nederland, and then it kicks you out. Cold Creek Canyon, like kicks you out kind of just like Westminster, West Arvada type area. So I mean, there's some shopping and stuff there, but you know, you are in that canyon life. Get used to just going down the hill as needed. Grocery shopping once a week, just get it done. Go hit a Costco. You can make it every 2 weeks. Oh, looks good. Windows look updated. Cool. All right, good spaces. Wash, soak, relax. Heard that. Interesting. Like they have all their boiler lines right there. I don't know if they had to open it up for a reason, but then they like hung their fishing poles there, which makes me think it's by design. All right, all right. I mean, you could throw some drywall up there. Everyone knows putting drywall on the ceiling is the best part. Cool. Decks on decks. Nice high definition roof there. Probably a 50-year shingle, which no shingle lasts its full life out here typically. 719,000. All right, I have to go get some eye drops. I will be right back. Brief intermission. Everyone grab a coffee, grab a sandwich. We'll take bio break. We'll take 2 minutes here. We'll be right back. But don't leave. We got 11 people on right now. If I see one of you getting off this video, oh, your uppins will come. I'll leave you with a beautiful background. There you go. Okay, you all get to live. We still have 11 people here. Everyone gets to live another day. This episode is brought to you by Refresh Tears. Oh yeah. Took me a second to find them. Speaking of tears, if you want to cry, if you want a good happy cry, watch some Love on the Spectrum. All right, there we go. All right. My audio good? Am I back? Looks like I'm good. All right, I'm gonna roll. 11987 West Ranch LC Road. Open house today, 12 to 2. 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 3,145 square feet. Built in 1956, sitting on a 1.32 acre lot. Coal Creek Canyon. Are any of you guys looking in Blackhawk? Maybe I just need to cut off the Blackhawk stuff. I get a bunch of Zillow business in Blackhawk, but I don't think I've ever had a YouTube client. I don't know if I've ever had a YouTube client buy in Blackhawk. All right, this is nice. I like this. I totally forgot where this was. Where I just pulled it up. All right, Coal Creek, right before Winterview, very similar to that last Coal Creek Canyon one. Cool. I like the aspen trees, decks on decks. I mean, Blackhawk, I kind of consider it like Blackhawk, Bailey, um, yeah, I'd say like Blackhawk and Bailey. Similar in that you can get nice homes, a little bit more acreage, you're a little bit further out there, and pricing is better. So the most sought after area is definitely Evergreen, Conifer right behind that, especially like for schools. Evergreen and Conifer have very high rated schools, according to greatschools.org. And my clients that have their kids in schools there love them. And then just like the Blackhawk and the Bailey areas, feel like if you have kids, it's just like commuting to events and games and community stuff. It's just a little bit further, but each their own. People that in Bailey love Bailey, as GGB can attest. Oh dang! Oh dang! Look at that shop. This looks like a studio. I think this is a studio above the garage there with heat. Did they have a bathroom in there? No bathroom, no dice for me. Oh man, we got a bunch of outbuildings. Yeah, Gigi's at the spot. You need to get shit done in Bailey or Pine or like Richmond Hill area. I guess Richmond Hill might be going to the big R by Aspen Park, but 728,000 open house today, 12 to 2. Oh, that's funny. Oh, can't remember the it is. I'm going to dox Gigi's work because she does it all the time. She's at Moore Lumber. It's Moore or Meyer. And it's just one of those things like when you get somebody's name wrong in your head and you just can't shake it. Moore Lumber. 8 Yuma Trail, Evergreen, 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,518 square feet, 1 acre lot. Looks like we're back up Forest Estates. Yep, Forest Estates, back of Evergreen, Clear Creek County, better taxes. Road's a little bit wily, but pricing is better. I think I'm going to put out that buying in Evergreen in 2026 video. And I talk a little bit about some of the more sought after areas in Evergreen are like, Highwan area, Buffalo Park Road back in there, Soda Creek. Let's go to Heritage Hills. But I'm not a Highwan guy. I like Brook Forest Road. But some of the places that I take clients to, and they're like, I'm not sure if this is exactly right for me, would be Floyd Hill, Forest Estates, and that Glen Eyrie. I don't know if it's Erie or Erie, but just it's so like north facing, colder roads are a little bit tricky. Cool. All right, this one looks good. You know, for being someone that said I'm gonna fly through this video because we have so many, I sure am just taking my time and talking. But I have a hard stop at 11, so we'll get through what we can till 11, and I'll make an attempt to get on tomorrow 8 a.m. to finish it up. We might have to do that. 13712 South Wambly Valley Road. I didn't say how much that last one was. Last one was 730,000. Did I get it right? More lumber? Yeah. Here's how I'm gonna remember it. It's more lumber because GG is extra. There you go. I got it now. 13712 South Wambly Valley Road in the best way, GG. 11 to 1 open house today. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,580 square feet. 1.25 acre lot. Oh, where are we at? We are Wambly Valley Road. This is, yeah, it's probably, you know, it doesn't look that far. I mean, on here it's only like 2 inches from 285, but it's actually depending on which device you're on. But you're a lot of dirt roads, I think, mainly getting back there. So you're probably still like 10 minutes to get out of there, but not too bad. I don't know. Wombly looks paved. You see a lot of these roads are dirt, but not Wombly. There you go. You got some easy living. Yep. Paved road the whole way. Nice. And it does get good sun exposure too, so that's cool. Decks on decks on decks. Moss Rock fireplace, check. Yeah, Soda Creek is dope. Soda Creek is a little expensive. I mean, I can't afford Soda Creek yet. Soda Creek, you probably need, that's probably where you need like 1.2 to 1.5 to get into that area. Because they typically have, it's so close to Bergen Park, Evergreen area. And I was hitting the wrong button. Dance, just dance. Sorry, that's what that said. This is the saloon. They typically have good acreage, good access, usable acreage there. Internet can be a little bit tough over in. Oh, we only have 15 photos. I wasn't going backwards. That's it. 745,000 looks good. Four seven one eight County Road 72. Let's see, my Zillow's been blowing up. So my team, because we're a bunch of freaking badasses, we are a Zillow preferred team. Oh, I just got a request to show that property up on TXS. Idaho Springs. Well, let me do this real quick. Saturday at 1 p.m. I can't. I can't. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,440 square feet, 2+ acres, 2.08, built in 1917. Wow, built in 1972. Cool. The east side of the Berlin Ranchettes, Roland Road, take you right out to Happy Camper Cannabis, man. Get your gummies, man. But what I was saying is, what was I saying? Oh, since my team is a bunch of badasses, if you're looking for a mountain home in Bailey, Conifer, Idaho Springs, Blackhawk, Georgetown, it's very likely that my team's gonna get the call to take you out there. Let's eat. Which is cool because I like it because I get a good pulse of the market. But my YouTube peeps, you guys are my favorite. Because as you can see by my super awesome rad hat today, I'm not for everyone. But YouTube people, like a Zillow lead is kind of like going, this is dope, by the way. Let's slow down here for a second. That's dope. That's what I like about the views in like Conifer Bailey. Like that's a great view. There's like layers to it, what I like. Typically in Evergreen, you might see like the continental divide, but they're all kind of like lined up. This you get like, especially in the morning and the evening, you like the layers. Look at that view. But Zillow leads are like a blind date. They don't know me, like me, trust me at all. And I'm not a blind date type of guy. I'm like, let me talk to you for a minute. Let me give you some lulls. Let me make you laugh. Let me make you giggle. Let me make you like me. So YouTube people, if you don't like me, you won't call me. And I love that. Oh, that's sick. That's such a great view. Yeah, you're right. Like the Haiwan area is not for me because it does feel like, I mean, a lot of people with like families like the Haiwan area because it's just so centrally located, easy in, easy out. It's like the easy button for mountain living, public water, public sewer. 765,000. But we'll probably get up into a Soda Creek property. Let's see. This Pine Valley is kind of close to 4 million. Oh, that's our top of the pile. One of my largest personal sales was in Soda Creek, 2.25. Dope house. That was a YouTube client. 30591 Sun Creek Drive, Unit E13. Have any of you guys gone to Disney World and gone to Gideon's? I think it's Gideon's Bakehouse, Gideon's Bake Shop. It's a cookie place. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,044 square feet. Built in 1979. $380 monthly HOA fee over here. Cool. So, I mean, right in the high one area, like I was just talking about, south of it. But Elk Meadow, you got all the elk. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. It's easy in, easy out. Especially if you want no maintenance. I mean, yard maintenance in Colorado is pretty freaking easy. A lot of people don't even cut their grass. Nice platform, snakefoot tub there. I hate showers like this. They just seem so cold if they don't have a second door. 4 car, oh no, 2 car garage. It's a townhome. Yeah, I like Kittredge. Kittredge is cool. Kittredge has got Kittredge's got little town vibes, but I mean you are so close to Evergreen too. I couldn't live in Kittredge though. It's just too close, especially on the hill, on that south hill there that faces north where all the houses are. Just like I just don't, it's not my vibe. Oh, this is real well done. Oh, it's a townhome though. But still, I mean, I could handle this. Nice. Cool. Right by the rodeo, right by Evergreen Jiu Jitsu. You could come in there and fight me. We could play fake murder. It's so fun. Oh, there you go. 790 for Sun Creek Drive. I like it. I mean, 2,044 square feet. That's a house. You just you just have a shared wall. 30243 Pinecrest Drive. It's a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,647 square footer. Open house today, 12 to 2, 21 plus thousand square foot lot, built in 1981. You're getting pretty close to 74. I think this is the. Oh, interesting. So, okay, so this is kind of an interesting area. It's right on the bend there, and this is the mountain. I'll do satellite here. So this is the hill. You can see all these dense trees. So you are north facing. Being, I guess, on the north side of the road is probably better because you're not going up a steep drive to get to your driveway. Because this is an area that I talked to you guys about that north facing, snow sits longer, it's colder, a little bit longer. You're probably going to hear both the highway and Evergreen Parkway right there. So, might not be for everyone, but easy access to get to the highway. You're probably 15 minutes to get back down the hill. You got your Starbucks, you got your Home Depot, you got your Walmart right there. And then Bergen Park and all that stuff is right there. Yeah, but this is cool. This looks like this might get sunshine in the winter. Cool, but you can see this is the front of the house. It's like a hill on the other side. All right, cool. Kitchen's nice. You might have some good views out that back end. Yeah, internet is weird over in Soda Creek. I think they use AT&T a lot, but that was it 65, Route 65 there. I take that a lot and going through that area. That's one of the areas why I have a Starlink in my car because that area and like Evergreen Meadows, I always lose service. Get a little sauna in here. Okay. Nice. Cool. Looks like 3-car garage. I dig it. Didn't really show a view. Do you have a view? You might not. You could cut down some trees. I don't think this shows your property line. No, but I'm guessing you got this. This is your property. I mean, I would take down a couple trees, open up that view. People always ask me, "Can you cut down trees?" I'm like, "They encourage it." 895,000 is the asking price. They definitely encourage you to take down trees out here. Highview Drive. I feel like this was already listed before. Yeah, this one was listed before. We're gonna skip this one. Nice property though. Amazing views. I believe this is Richmond Hill. Floyd Hill. This is Floyd Hill. There, look at those Floyd Hill views. Uh, yeah, this is nice. Nice. And it's far enough. So Floyd Hill is unique too, because I mean, this one, it looks like you're very close to 70, but you're probably still at least 10 minutes to get back down the hill. Good thing about this one is you're far enough away the highway, you're not going to hear it. Some of these on like Highland and Meadowview Drive, it's just like you're right above the highway. Oh, but for internet, so since a lot of people, really since COVID, when people got the green light to work remotely, we we started, offering this. We could go do like a speed test. So even for just the first showing, if you're not in town and we're going out and doing the video walkthrough for you, we can ask for the seller's internet code and run speed tests for you, so you have an idea of what you're getting. I found that even if you call providers, sometimes they'll tell you what they provide to that house, but that's not exactly what they're getting. But most people just need like Zoom speeds, so we could always test that. 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 2,790 square feet on 3192 Gold Yarrow Lane. Built in 2005, 30,000 plus square foot lot, close to Evergreen Parkway. Oh no, not Evergreen Parkway. 74. This is backed by Jared and Mel. There you go. So Kittredge. So they do, I think, could still consider this Evergreen. Yeah, this is still considered Evergreen, like this area up here, even though like all this down here is Kittredge. But you're right down the road from Evergreen, so it feels a lot like Evergreen. And this being on the north side of 74, you get a lot of great sunshine. Yeah, the fiber optic is interesting because people ask me which roads have fiber optic, and there's some roads that I'm like, I would not have expected them to have fiber. And then, some like Soda Creek, which you would think they would have figured out the internet situation based on the price point of those houses. Still, it's not the best. Whoa. Whoa. We created a vibe. Okay. So there's your primary suite, it looks like. Side sitting room. And this? Is this anyone's style? I don't even know what you would call this style. That shower head is crazy nice, though. And you get sliders. I'm okay with this. Whoa. I don't know. I don't know if I need all that. That shower head is dope. Okay. Very like this reminds me of Ex Machina for some reason. Like kind of like steampunk vibe. There you go. You're looking down on Kittredge there. And I like it because it'll be all dark and you get the twinkle of the lights. It's kind of nice. Cool. All right. Nice big rooms. Oh yeah. That is a serious theater room. Cool. All right. This one's cool. I like it. I like it. Great trails, great hiking over there. Amano, I think is the coffee shop. Great coffee. The smokehouse right there. I hear they're reopening Black Cattle Company or Black Hat Cattle Company. That was one of the best steakhouses. So I hope it's continues to be as good. 1,090,000 is what they're asking. Yeah, but back in the day, I mean, I think probably like 10 years ago, GG, tell me if I'm wrong, but 10, 15 years ago, you guys were like Starlink. I think you guys got like early access or priority access to Starlink because there wasn't much out there for you. 28585 Evergreen Manor Drive. That Evergreen Lake? Wow. So this is the what's it called? Heritage? Evergreen Heritage, Heritage Hills. I always get it wrong. But man, this is probably one of the best views you're gonna get in Evergreen. Not High One Hills. This is called. I always forget what it's called. Heritage something, I think. But I really like this neighborhood. Typically, I like this better than High One because the houses have character. They're a little bit older, and this one has Crazy views. Right by the lake. You go down Douglas Park, it's gonna put you right past the um Little Bear Saloon there. Look at that view. That's sweet. South facing. Ex Machina. Yeah, you agree with me? Yeah. That was an awesome movie. Or is. It still is a movie. Have any of you guys watched I feel like it didn't get enough hype. It won a bunch of awards, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was a good movie. That was a crazy kind of like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, that it was like a little silly too. Cool. This looks good. I mean, that location is fire. I like it. Cool. That's a dope house. Unique for that view and that location. 1,100,000 is the asking price. 1024 Knob Hill Road. Knob Hill. I feel like this might be behind the Walmart there. 3 bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 3,304 square feet. For being a townhome, that is a big house. That's a huge townhome. Built in 2004. No, these are right around the bend. Oh, so up on the hill here. So you're up above Evergreen Parkway. I know you look really close to it, but this is a very steep hill here. So you're up on the hill above it. You'll hear it below you, but you won't see it. You'll probably see I-70, but awesome access. And you get that continental divide view. 3,000 plus square feet. That's huge. Cool. Doesn't look like a townhome. I've lived in a bunch of townhomes and apartments in my day. None of them like this. Double oven, giant fridge. That fridge looks way bigger at this angle. Doesn't that look huge? And then now it looks normal. Cool. All right. Looks good. Looks chill. There you go. All right. 1,186,000. 24174 Sumach Drive. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,496 square feet. Open house tomorrow, 1 to 3. Built in 1978, sitting on a 10,000 square foot lot. $240 monthly HOA. Oh, this is Genesee. That's why. Okay. Cool. I like Genesee too. Crazy easy access to get back out. If you're on the back end of it, like this one is, you got two like clubhouses with fitness centers, pools, stuff like that. It's kind of what your HOA goes towards. Amazing like trail system through here. Very quiet. Nobody that's this isn't a through like Nobody's driving through here unless they're living back here, so it's very quiet. I like that. Mhm. Kitchen's fine. I like the darker appliances. Cool. Needs a hot tub out there. Mm. Oh, that was just 2022, 2023. Interesting. Now, when they come through the street there, that's really GG. That's like your time to sign up for it, right? If they're coming through, they're not automatically connecting you. Did you guys have to pay to get connected to, or are we talking about Starlink? You talking about fiber? You talking about Starlink in that comment? A little dog wash station. Nice. Cool. I like that shower. Needs a door. Put a door on your shower. Nice. And yeah, you see like your acreage, you don't have like a huge property line or property in Genesee, but you see how like they position them very well. So you're even though you're close to people, you don't feel like you're right on top of anybody. There's your fitness, one of your fitness centers, all the elk, all the deer, turkey, you get everything over there. And crazy access. So if you go to the airport a lot or if you work downtown, Genesee is an awesome neighborhood for you. 1.369 giggity, 1,1,369,000. Oh, we're almost at the end here. All right, I'm gonna keep rocking. We're gonna get through this. 2360 Juniper Court over in Golden, Genesee, also Genesee neighborhood. Open house tomorrow, 10 to 2. Four bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 4,756 square feet. Built in 1984. What a great year. That's when I was born. Cool. So this is the back end. So you're probably 15 minutes to get back out of here. But you're gonna have some great views over here for sure. I don't know. Maybe you got all the trees there. And this, I'd say this is kind of what you see a good amount of in Genesee. It feels 90s vibes in a lot of these. Nice big ass kitchen. Doesn't it kind of give 90s a little bit? It's giving 90s. Clock it. Sometimes I try to be cool. I like to say things that young go-hards say, and they hate when I say it. And then when I say it in front of people my age, they're like, "How do you even know that word?" I'm like, "Cause I'm on the gram, baby. I'm scrolling those reels. I got the lingo. Cool. Looks good. Three-car garage. Nice. There's your neighbors. There's your fitness centers. Get some pickleball going. 1,495,000. We opted in, but then our sale fell through. How much did they charge you to connect you? I feel like this is a no-brainer, especially how you guys had very lacking internet when fiber's coming through. Like you gotta opt in. 3890 South Skyline Drive. Oh, those looks fancy. Five bedroom, five bathroom, 4,310 square feet. Built in 1975, sitting on 2.22 acres. 2. Oh, end of the road here. Oh, so I think this is a little HOA over here, and I think this is at the very end of it. No HOA? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, no HOA. Okay, cool. Do what you want. South facing. Look at that. Set decks on decks on decks on decks. The solar up top, great spot for solar. Oh, the views. Big old monster. I've had a couple clients that they love the house, but it was too much of a fireplace. I mean, that's a big one. I like it. I actually don't get too many complaints about the moss rock fireplaces. It's the when they do a huge one of river rock. That's when some people are like, they don't love it. 6, 7. Yeah, that's stupid. That was like me. What would we say when we were younger? That was so annoying. What up? Like that crap. Dumb. For the Generation X. Any of you guys, anybody my age, maybe we only get the ladies on here. Oh, only $150? So, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Anybody play pencils when they were young? Pencils was basically you had a pencil, your friend had a pencil, your friend held their pencil like this, and you had to flick it to break it, but you couldn't follow through. You couldn't like put your finger to break it. You had just to snap it to try to break it, and whoever broke the other person's pencils won. That was a really fun game. We actually found out what the best pencils were, and they were those, like, Anne Frank pencils. They typically had, like, hearts and glitters and unicorns on them, but those were sturdy. Look at that. That's a good spot for a hot tub. Deck needs some sealing or some paint. This is a deck that, like, take care of this deck because that's so much deck to have to replace. Yeah, yeah, Rick. Dude, I just take you back too? I don't know how I just that was, I think, like, around, like, 5th and 6th grade, but Anne Frank pencils were the best. But you always had that one friend that would, like, follow through, and he'd, like, hold his wrist, or you had a finger like, dude, you can't cheat. Mike Fox, I'll never forget. Rest in peace, Mike Fox, but you cheated. 1,495,000 other things we do. I mean, we are such little shits. You would basically here's how you would walk around. I got my Lululemon pants on, so don't make fun of me. But you would walk through the halls in my school, walk through with a book on your chest and your hand on your junk. Because if you had your chest open, somebody would say open chest, and they hit you right in your chest bone, and it would hurt so bad. And if you weren't covering your junk, you get low blowed. It was tough out there in those hallways. 3783 Summit Lane, 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 4,536 square feet, sitting on a 30,000 plus square foot lot built in 1961. Secret solid pencil. Yeah, but you were found out. If you had some like pencil with like some lead thing, people tried those stunts. I mean, if you were just running through everybody, we'd quickly ask to inspect. It was like a corked bat, basically. All right, so we're in the Highwan Hills area. That's what it's called, Highwan Hills. I keep always wanting to say like heritage something. I think it's got a lot of heritage over there. I think there's something called Heritage Park over there. Let me see if I'm right. Am I in the wrong spot? Sorry, this is something I need to do for me. Right along here. Yeah, there's some like old, like historic building here. That's what this parking lot is for. Anyways, we'll keep it a mystery. 3783 Summit Lane, 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 4,536 square feet. Sitting on a, I already said all this. Another great view of Evergreen. Oh, football. The paper football. That was a great game. That was really fun. That was probably one of my favorite games. Gosh, they don't play paper football anymore, do they? That's sad. Paper football. I mean, that's like that's like your gateway drug to like beer pong and flip cup and all of the games that you played later. This is nice. I love all the nature windows. Kind of looking south. It looks like towards the lake. Yeah, this is why I like the Highland Hills area. They're like nice properties. A little bit older. This was 1961, but like cute. They got a little bit of charm. They're not too cookie cutter. They're not cookie cutter at all. Cool, nice 5 piece primary bathroom there. Big office. Walkout basement. Oh shit. Thanks, guys. My bad. Let me go back because this is dope house. All right. So that whole time I was looking at for that little historic spot. Nobody was seeing that. My bad. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate you. I do that more often than not when I change my screen. 3783 Summit Lane. Let's do this one again because this is dope. 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 4,536 square feet. 1961, 30,000 plus square foot lot. Back up here. I guess this, yeah, this is a little bit further back, the most north part of that High One Hills area, but still like right by the Safeway, grocery store, and everything. Evergreen, Evergreen Meadows. There's the Safeway right here, and then the lake downtown. It's just a dope spot, and you're at the back of it, so it's gonna be really quiet back in there. Nice circular driveway. I like this house a lot. Look at that. Wow. Teamwork on here, Rick. I think I asked you last week. Did you guys give me an update? My memory that terrible. You guys were getting your property on the market. How's that going? Moving sucks, so I always feel for my clients. It's like new and exciting, and you're moving across the country, but then the reality of like moving across the country, it's worth it, but it sucks. You guys were playing paper football back in the 70s, Gigi? Well, I wasn't. There's that 5 piece bathroom I was talking about. It might be a steam shower too. Typically, when you see like this sealed up at the top all the way, it's a good indicator that it's a steam shower. Cool. I mean, it's still good. I mean, I think hitting the market, March is like kind of the early time of year. April, May is when people are getting out of school. That's when the market really picks up. So you guys are still good. I love this sitting area with that retaining wall. Yeah. And you got what's cool about this property is you have a sitting area out front. That's where it's going to get most of the sun out this way. So more sun over here. Sometimes that sun is a little bit too fierce. So having an area at the back of the house too, that's awesome. Oh yeah, Rick's for real, for real. We're doing it. Gonna be raising a kid in the mountains. Just mountain kids are cooler. I say it. Open house 12 to 3 tomorrow, 1,600,000. Remind me, how'd you guys find this channel? How'd you guys find this video? Because I don't market it at all. Actually, who were we talking to earlier? Mr. Dottie, did you answer me? How'd you find this channel? I don't really market it. Did it pop up? Did YouTube recommend it? If they did, I mean, they need to recommend it more often. 31254 Sugar Hill Lane. You want to be in the Sugar Hill Lane. You get this 6 bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 4,903 square footer. Built in 2002, 37 plus square foot lot. Got an HOA over here, $101 a month. Okay, which neighborhood we in? Sugar Bush, right behind Bergen Park. Kind of like walkable. You got like walkability in Evergreen here, which is hard to come by. Even like downtown, like there's hardly any properties that are like walkable to Evergreen downtown because everything's on the hill behind it. But here, totally walkable. You got True Yoga. Bread Lounge is a great breakfast place. The Safeway's across the store. So yeah, great location. You'll hear Evergreen Parkway from here, but nice concrete tile roof. Every time I see a staircase like this, I just imagine like standing at the top and they're like, introducing Madam Murphy. She comes down in her gown. Love, family, cool. The big kitchen. I like how it flows to the outdoor area. What's funny about like because I lived in the Front Range for probably 15 years, and then now I moved to the mountains. Like the difference in the kids is kind of funny. You'll get some kids like in the Front Range that they're amazing. I mean, they're like natural skiing and snowboarding because they've been doing it their whole life. But I feel like if they didn't do it when they're little, like some of them just don't come up to the mountains. When I lived in Southwest Denver in like Harvey Park, I mean, it was kind of like a little lower income area, but some of those people just didn't go into the mountains. Like, that's crazy. So like the kid vibe was totally different, but like mountain kids that are in the mountains, and like all their friends are doing like rock climbing, mountain biking, all kinds of cool outdoor activities. It's like that's cool. 1,695,000. I'm gonna. Okay, it's a quick bio. We got four to go, ending with a $4 million banger. All right, let's finish this bad boy up. What are we, 2.5 hours in? All right, we went through this list. Did I really hit this? Did I screw up the list? You know what? I think I did. I think I missed some because I zoomed in. Shit. I was like, wow, we're tearing through this list. All right, we did that one. All right, we're just gonna finish that. I missed some. I gotta remember never to do that again. I zoomed in real quick and it cut all these out. Let's look at a couple of these dope ones. All right, if it looks dope from the first photo, we're gonna jump in. This one looks cool. Pleasant Park Road, 23550 Pleasant Park Road. I was like looking at it, I'm like, how did I go through 80 some homes in 2.5 hours? 3 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 3,165 square feet, 13.21 acre lot. I like Pleasant Park Road too. It's nice, easy. I mean, you can get pretty far back in there. This one might be built in 1990. So Pleasant Park Road is right south of Aspen Park. Oh, this is it's 8 minutes because I had a listing over here and I timed it to get from Ullman Park Road to 285, 8 minutes. And then you get Aspen Park right there. And the drive along this, it's a school bus route. So hit first thing in the morning. Nice, flat, easy, beautiful views off the side, kind of equestrian properties over in here. I think this is actually where D'Artagnan was birthed. I think it was either Richmond Hill or Pleasant Park Road. My dog was the love child of one one property with horses had a Shiba Inu, the other had Aussie Shepherd, and that is how I got the best dog ever. So this one's really nice. It's yeah, this is good, easy access. And 13 acres. Hell yeah. Gigi, do you guys like I'm in Idaho Springs. We have to go to the post office to get our mail. They don't deliver it to the house. Is Bailey like that? Oh, that river rock. Okay. We got like a log cabin with all this river rock in here. Look at those nature windows. Oh yeah. Yeah, Rick. This is dope. 13 acres too. You can hunt on your land. You could do a whole lot with 13. Yeah, this room is so awesome. I mean, I think they skimped. They went a little small on the insert there. You could have made that a little bit bigger, but yeah, this is dope. I'm with you, man. I love that you can be in the kitchen cooking up a storm and then still entertaining, watching TV, hanging out, nature windows. Have you guys been seeing things that if it was the right time would be a good fit for you, Rick? Cool. Yeah, this is all well done. Walkout basement. That's the other thing. Well, I mean, that's I think people get like some people get in their mind that they love Evergreen and they want to be in Evergreen, especially this part of Conifer. I mean, it's really the same vibe. You're probably 15 minutes to Evergreen Lake, which if you're back on Brook Forest, I mean that's the same drive time. And you have Aspen Park. No, I wouldn't discount, especially Richmond Hill Corridor, Pleasant Park. It's the same vibe. Cool. No, you guys should definitely look at Conifer if you're looking. Conifer, you can get a little bit more acreage. Pricing's a little bit better in Conifer. Um, Conifer is like similar to, some parts of Conifer, similar to Evergreen South. We're gonna have more well, more septic. Evergreen North is where it feels a little bit more suburban-y, neighborhoody. But this one's dope. 1,170,000. I think that's a good price for 31 or 3,100. I'm gonna write this one down. Hold on. I have somebody that should look at this. 23550 plus. Cool. All right. What else? Cool one. I would do Black Widow. They have three freaking barns, and are they all connected? 31551 Black Widow Drive. Five bedroom, three bathroom, 3,510 square feet. Open house 12 to 4. 2.8 acres, built in 1976. I'm back in there in Shadow Mountain, Evergreen Conifer. So Shadow Mountains, I mean, it's a little bit of a drive. You're probably 15 plus minutes. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, this is very much like same commute that Pleasant Park one would be, if not more. Because even though you're Black Mountain Drive, which is still a good ways back, then you have some dirt roads to get back to the property. Cool. I just want to see these garages. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. All this is great. Could just do this. Oh, like a studio apartment over there. Okay. Which is well done too. Interesting. I think that's Dylan. Is that guy's name from Love on the Spectrum? Interesting. Cool. Black Widow Drive, 1,199,000. Barnes on Barnes, yeah. And I do this on Saturday because most new homes come out Thursday, Friday each week. So I used to do this on Thursday, send it to an editor, try to get it out on Saturday. But then I was like missing some of the homes. So that's why we switched this to a live stream. Okay, let's jump in here. Shadow Mountain neighborhood again. 32643 Lodgepool Circle. Four bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 3,151 square feet. Probably a couple acres. 1.65. New construction built in 2023. No ghosts yet. All right, and nice, easy area. So looks like you're coming up Columbine to get to this. Oh no, this is further back. This is by Maxwell Falls. Yeah, so probably 18 minutes. I got a couple clients that live up in here. So about 18 minutes to get back in here. This road, I feel like this is a newly developed road, if I remember correctly. So it's a little narrow at this point, but there's new homes coming back in here, and it will have to get widened and better. Yeah. So kind of this road came in here. Now you got a bunch of new houses popping up, solid views. Like I said, it's a little narrow right now, but the county requires after a certain amount of homes are running up there that they widen it. Cool. Yeah, where do you see these views? They're gonna be great. Oh, you can see them right there. some more hills than mountain tops. Like you don't have, I don't think you have white cap mountains, but oh shit, look at that. What's the price on this? 2.3. All right, that makes sense. I love a great outdoor sitting space like that. And this one's like drawing you out there with the heaters, even better. Cool. That's my favorite. My favorite tequila there. Azul. Clase Azul. If you guys want to get me a gift for selling you an amazing house, give me some Clase Azul. When I first started real estate, 2018, I would buy that for clients. It'd be like, I don't know, $80, $88 a bottle. And I was like, I feel like almost 200. Yeah. Yeah, South Evergreen. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Very cool. All right, we'll do the last two and we'll get out of here. I was trying to end by 11, but that's okay. We could go to 11:15. 32651 Buffalo Creek Road. Let me ask you guys something too while I got you on here. Is this audio okay from right here? Or is it like way better if I'm on the mic like that? It's just hard to focus on staying this close for 2.5 hours. Is this okay? Audio okay back here? Four bedroom, four bathroom, 3,982 square feet on 32651 Buffalo Creek Road. 5.6 acres, built 2014. Oh, where are we? Buffalo Creek. I feel like that's yeah, off of Buffalo Park. Yeah. So just past Three Sisters, right past the high school. Really beautiful houses back in here. There's a lot of great houses, great ranches over in that way. Okay. I have the tendency to be a mumbler, and I've worked on that. But sometimes when I get lazy or I've been talking for 2.5 freaking hours, I feel like I start mumbling a lot. Um, cool. Get a fireplace, hot tub built into the stone. That's dope. Oh, dang. That's an open floor plan. Holy crap. Um, well, yeah, I mean, once you get Evergreen South, you're probably now like north of Evergreen. North Evergreen is probably that hour threshold. Like I'm in Idaho Springs, like the Elk Meadow is like 18 minutes from me, and I think I'm right at like 40, 45 minutes to Winter Park. Yep, it says 45 minutes exactly. I mean, if you know 5, I mean, you'd be 10 minutes tops further. Look at that. That's so sweet. Yeah, I mean, if you go into South Evergreen, you're probably 10 more minutes, 15 tops. I think you'll be okay for the right house, whatever you want. A lot of levels to mountain living. That's what I'm trying to showcase in these videos here. A lot of ways to do it. The recon trip is everyone after the recon trip is like, okay, that's so helpful. Like they get kind of what it can look like, areas that they like, areas they don't like, and it helps me because I like to take people up a 2.6 million for Buffalo Creek here. I like to take people up some, even if they might not be interested in the property. Like, let's go check one out in this area, just so you can, so I can see you see this access, this road, this area, and just know if it's not for you. Because some people have bought houses. I'm like, they're gonna hate this. And like, oh, I love it. It's so secluded. I love that nobody can get up here. I'm like, all right, I would hate this, but more power to you. All right, the top of the heap. Lastly, but not leastly, because it is the most expensively. This is 1551 Snyder Gulch Road. 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 6,097 square feet. We're sitting on 4.35 acres, people. Built in 2008. And before we all jump off, just a reminder, hit the like button. Don't forget to follow. If you hit the notifications, you will see when I actually go live. So if you're like waiting for me, like Gigi and Rick, and like, where is he? Is he coming? You'll get the notification when I hit the live button. But yeah, drop comments below, ask me any questions. If you guys, I did skip through some properties this week, so if you want to see them all in all their glory, go search homes, and then you can go a filter for days on market last 7 days here. Go to the map, draw your little circle. That's essentially what I do here. Boom. There you go. 87. I pretty much grabbed that area perfectly. What a G. All right, let's check this bad boy out. Where are we? All right, so up 103, so almost Soda Creek. Pine Valley, Soda Creek, they're kind of like real close. This whole area I just kind of consider Soda Creek because it's just easy access, takes you right back out to Brigham Park. Typically have larger lots, beautiful homes like 1551 Snyder Gulch here. Looks like they might have some irrigation. Cool. And you do pay a little bit too for a premium for this Soda Creek area. More sought after. That's an outdoor. Look at all the heaters, the fireplace, the TV, the grill. That is well done. Yeah, one, two, four heaters. Love it. Oh, and even better, these glass partitions here, because sometimes it gets real windy. That'll kill the vibe. We don't have bugs, but we get that wind. So that's a really smart idea. Well, I'll say GG. If you're on, I mean, the nice thing about where I live is I'm kind of past. They're doing all that construction on I-70 between Floyd Hill and Idaho Springs. But I find the summer traffic is way worse on the weekends. Like, I don't even go to jujitsu in Evergreen on Saturdays during the summer because that traffic, weekend traffic, is so much worse. It might take me, typically 18 minutes. It might take me 45 minutes to get home. It sucks. But, I really find the snowboard traffic because I get up there early. So as long as you're not leaving, if you're getting at the mountain as the lifts are going, you'll be fine. But if you start going, like, leave your house at 9, hit the road, you're on the road at like 10 or 11, that's when all the stoners wake up and hit the road. So that's when the traffic gets worse. But then traffic back to can get bad. Getting out of the mountains, that's where I typically try to avoid it. All right, nice property. Snyder Gulch didn't blow my mind, but nice property. The outdoor space definitely did blow my mind. $3.995 is the asking price. Come and get it. Who's holding the bag? As always, I will see you guys each week. Shooting for 8 o'clock. All right. Give me a little credit. Free video, no commercials. I mean, other than my brief intermissions. So we're doing all right. I love hanging out with you guys. I love jumping on here with you. I appreciate the crew. We got a nice solid crew. I'd like to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to be adding some more like high fructose corn syrup videos, videos that are sweet and going to attract more views, because this type of content really doesn't tease the algorithm. So, but I'm gonna start teasing it. So I'll get some kind of developments in the mountains, what that's doing to, you know, the lifestyle, the home prices, everything like that. So, and yeah, like one, I'm gonna be talking about Idaho Springs gondola. They what do they get that the hot springs is getting revamped, redoing the highway. So what that will do for Idaho Springs. So talking a lot about like that type of stuff, like hyper local neighborhood stuff. So that'll be fun. And other than that, I love you guys. If you want to get started on your mountain journey like Rick, wise decision, hit me up on my website, moxiepropertygroup.com. Go hit my favorite button, contact us. If you want to learn a little bit more about me and my team, you can do that. There's my fat face from years gone by. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys. Have a great one. Love you. Be safe.